What's going on, everybody? You already know it's your boy Mr. PVO, man, coming back to you with some Raptor talk, man. Listen, the Raptors played the Detroit Pistons yesterday and we lost 116 to 112. Norman Powell had a big game with 43 points. He was shooting lights out. He missed a couple free throws in the clutch, but you know what? Can we really blame him? He did majority of the workload. Pascal Siakam and Fred had just come back off of their COVID. I don't want to call it a sentence, but they're off of their COVID-19 safety protocols or whatever you want to call it. Happy to see them back. They were a bit rusty last night, as you can see. Fred wasn't his usual self. Siakam wasn't his usual self. And Lowry was not his usual self. He did not hit a three all game, which is rare. So as a result, the boys weren't able to pull it through, but it's okay. We're on a 5-game losing streak. Hopefully we can pull up our socks and hopefully we can make a push towards, I guess, playoffs, because right now we're in 11th place and we lost to the 15th place Detroit Pistons. Back to COVID, man. We heard Fred VanVleet talk about COVID and how he wouldn't wish it on his worst enemy. It just goes to show how real COVID is. And you know what? Shout out to everyone in the league for doing their part in regards to making the league safe. We still do not have OG Anunoby with us. That is definitely a big factor in why we are playing the way that we are playing. I've seen a lot of reports that teams are eyeing Norman Powell. With the way he is playing, I definitely do not see why not. I think last night he scored a career high 43 points, as I said earlier, and in the last about 10 games, he's had about 6-7 games where he has scored 30 points or more. Does it make sense to let Norman go and get some pivotal pieces for the playoff push this year? Personally, if you're asking me, I do not think so. Norman Powell has become that guy that the Raptors need. If you need a bucket, you give the ball to Norm. So I would not let him go, because at sometimes the Raptors do lack someone who can get us a bucket when we need a bucket. Ever since Kawhi left, we were trying to figure out who would fill that void, and Norman Powell is definitely filling that void. So personally, I would not let him go. Trade deadline's coming up. Do the Raptors make a push? Do we make a push for LaMarcus Aldridge? Do we make a push for Tristan Thompson? Or do we make a push for Andre Drummond? Or do we do nothing at all? I think the best one out of all those three would be Andre Drummond, but I think he wants to go to the Lakers. Another person, or the Lakers or Brooklyn. Another person I would go for, Tristan Thompson, a hometown hero. Grew up in Brampton. I would take Tristan. I think Tristan definitely can play defense on the perimeter. And as a big, you need to be able to switch everything. I think he would fit well in the Raptors system. The only thing Tristan Thompson does not have is that three-point shot, which is okay. Not everybody needs to shoot threes. Marcus Aldridge would definitely fit within our system as well. I think it would be a good fit for him. Depending on who we would let go, that is the question, because I think right now with the core group of guys, we don't want to let anybody go. Lowry would be the only person that we could probably let go, but we better, Masai, you're listening, we better re-sign Kyle Lowry to that one-day contract so Kyle Lowry can retire a Raptor if he does decide to go. To be completely honest, I don't think he should. If we can buy LaMarcus Aldridge with whatever money we have, I think it would be a good idea, and especially if we can keep the team intact. So a little Raptor talk. I hope you guys all have a good day, and make sure you guys stay safe, wash your hands, and wear your masks, man. Let's go Raptors.